You are tuning in to Bomb City Talk with Steven Rosas and comedian Skylar Potter.
Oh, I can't seem to get away from my demons, keeping dreams at bay. My dreams at bay, my progress lacks. Oh, the pressure's building up, I know I could crack. Oh, baby, please help me find the cure for this disease. No, this disease is killing me. Oh, I've never been so blinded by what I can't see.
Welcome to the Bomb City Talk. Our views and opinions do not directly reflect our past or future views and opinions. We try not to, but often use adult language and talk about adult situations. That's a disclaimer, and we're your hosts, Steven Rosas and comedian Skylar Potter.
Dude, you nailed it.
I fucking nailed it.
You nailed
bro.
it. That's the first time you you did it. You went in and you conquered it, dude. It took time, just like working out and losing weight, man.
Yeah.
You're good at patience. You did it.
I did it.
Congratulations,
I did it.
man.
You know what? I think we should cut that.
And just edit it
And
just save it.
Yeah, and just save it.
I don't know, man. I want to see you struggle through next week's.
All right, fuck it. Let's
I
do it
want to
again.
see you struggle because then once you do it, you'll be nailing it.
I
You'll
mean,
be throwing your
eventually-
own flair in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to be killing it. Anyway, so what's been going on, buddy?
Not much, man. You know what? Okay, here's what's happening in my life. Yesterday we took my dog Angus. It's a big deal to me, okay?
You have a dog named Angus,
Yes,
like Angus beef.
Yeah, he's a white, not a Scotty, but a Westie. He's a white Westie. You know, he's an old man. We rescued him from the Amarillo shelters. And he's just old, you know. He lives in his little cage over there by my wife's side of the bed, and like growls at her when she comes around. He doesn't like bite nobody. He doesn't like to be picked up. He's just an old man, and like I love him because I'm like his alpha. Like he comes up to me, he lets me like pet him and stuff like that. Well, you know, I've been saying we need to take him to the vet. We need to take him to the vet because he's just been acting weird. His eyes kind of, you know, wonky looking, and I'm just like he's, you know. I need to know what's wrong with him. So we take him to the vet, you know, 10 o'clock yesterday, and they're like, call after 6 because that's when they do the teeth cleaning, and they'll let you know when you can come pick him up. Fucking 10:30, finally, my wife's like, I'm going to go pick up
At
Angus.
night?
Yeah, at
You
night.
can pick him up that late?
Well, yeah, it's like a night clinic. And so she goes over and picks him up, comes back, and, you know, she's like, well, he's got 16 teeth removed. 16 teeth removed. And the doctor thinks that he might have to have that eye removed.
Jesus.
And I'm like, well, I mean, is
That's
he going to be
sad.
in pain? Like, if he's cool with it, like, if you know, after all the pain meds and, like, he's walking around, like, because we take good care of our dogs. If you have dogs, you should take good care of your dogs. You know what I mean? But, so I'm just like, as long as he's not in pain, you know, once he starts getting to, like, where it's chronic pain, I think we should just, like, let the little guy go. But, I mean, shit, he's going to be eyeless, you know, he's almost toothless.
I have
you
a
know.
dog with one eye. Well, it's in the eyeball's in her
Right.
head, but it's not
Right.
there. Like when I guess like right before I met her, she had a nail go through her eye. She ran underneath a porch and there was a nail sticking out.
Oh, wow.
Got her. Yeah, I didn't know her when it happened. Like I met her like a month afterwards.
I actually saved a little black kitten's life. It was a black kitten, and I could hear it. Shit, I'm 18, I think. I just moved back from Boys Ranch and was living at my parents' house and was like taking out the trash or some shit, and I heard a cat that's meowing and meowing and meowing, and I knew there was like
This is a sad podcast.
notoriously like stray cats in that area and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so like I heard this cat and I was like, I looked around, I didn't see no mother cats or anything like that, so I went into my dad's garage. I got some fucking wire cutters and cut these people's fence open and like found this little fucking black kitten. And my buddy at the time was working at this Canyon Road vet clinic right here off of I-27 and like I think it's right behind Walmart.
Yeah.
But anyways, he was working over there. I took her. I was like, what can y'all do? Can y'all save her? Blah, blah, blah. They took her in. They like saved her life. They weaned her back to health. And I think he still has her. Her name's Shushi.
That's tight, dude.
Yeah, but she's like she's totally blind. Well, she's not blind. She just doesn't have any eyes. Like it was like the infection was in her eyes, and so no eyes.
Oh,
but
ninja cat.
Yeah, she's a ninja cat. Like at night she stalks. Like it's fucking scary because there's no like little gleam in her eyes. There's just darkness, bro.
My dog's Indica. She's so dark that like she's like a fucking shadow.
I love Indica.
I don't
She's so
see her.
pretty.
I'll look for her. I'll go through my entire house looking for her, and she'll be in the room I started in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she
She's
registers
just following
as
behind
a
you.
no. She just registers as a shadow, dude.
Yeah.
Like she's so pitch black, and like there'll be times if she's in the shadow, dude, she's like a silhouette, and she's looking at you. You can't even see her eyes. It's just like black. It's so creepy.
She's beautiful.
So creepy. I love her so much.
And her hair is like silky.
Yeah,
It's
she's cool.
real pretty.
She's smart.
Y'all had a
Dude, Luffy was just maxed out on my couch earlier. He just straight not giving a fuck.
yeah,
He was just crashed. He looked
like
uncomfortable.
the dude on the couch.
Yeah, and then I don't know. It was so funny to me. I think I took a video of it.
You know what? I love Luffy because I come over here and once he gets comfortable with me, I think I'm just like so big, like standing up, that it freaks him out. Like
He's just like
every
that.
time.
He's been like that forever.
Well, he's anxious, and I can see, I'm just, darker.
I just like that he yells.
Yeah,
Like he barks.
Yeah,
Like,
well, yeah.
Like a siren.
And the thing is like he comes in and he looks at me like, oh, I know you, but you're freaking me out right now.
Yeah.
Like it's just all like he has like some recognition, but at the same time like he's surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like what?
My
Yeah.
Indica sucks though in that manner, because I'll be hanging out in my house alone, and then like I'll be standing instead of sitting here, I'll be standing and I'll be writing or something,
Right.
and then she'll just start barking at me, and it scares me. It fucking makes me scared. Like it makes me jump. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get so mad, like shut bitch. You know what I mean? Just like
Right.
yell at her, like God man. It's like
She just
like
walks
someone
away.
sneaking up behind me and hitting an air horn. Like it's that kind of scare, like just that instant boom,
Yeah.
and then you're angry. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
right.
just like,
Oh yeah, you have to be.
well, it's
That's
like it's just your instant reaction because
Yeah,
it's such a dumb reason. You're like, dude, for nothing.
That's
Like, you know what I mean?
that's like
Like,
when somebody hits you in the head with like a fucking basketball by surprise or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, you're just instantly mad. You're like, what the? Even if it was on accident, you're like, who wants to fight right now?
Yeah. Like I'm so mad at you.
I'm so mad.
Dude, one time, this is horrible. One time we were I was at a youth group,
Yeah.
and I had my girlfriend was with me. I can't remember her name. It's like Liz or something. And we'd been dating for like a week or two. And we were hanging out at youth group, and they have like basketball and skate. You can skateboard. They have video games and all this stuff. And we're hanging out by the basketballs, and like we're all passing it and shooting for a second. And I've never once kicked a basketball in my life.
Oh my God!
But
No, I know where it's going.
for some
I love it.
reason, I decided to kick the shit out of this basketball.
Nice.
And it fucking
Yeah.
curved.
Yeah.
And then she just, I don't know, I didn't yell her name. Because I was like, this is going to hit her. I know it's going to hit her. I knew it was going to beam her right in the back of the head.
I was just
And
about.
for some reason, she turned around, and it dude, right in the face. So hard.
I was just about to do the.
I laughed.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia bit where he yells across the street and
Oh, yeah.
and then I was like nope
No, yeah,
it won't play
yeah.
won't play.
But like, no, dude, yeah, it was like one of those moments. She just like turned, and dude, it just beamed her. It leveled her.
Oh my God. Well, that's perfect. And
I
like,
shouldn't be laughing. It's just a memory. I can
it's
see it
just
playing
how,
out in
it's
my
just
head.
like how like the universe works. Like it just a perfect like like
It's
art
my
and
friend's-
everything. Right
You
into
should
her
have seen
face.
my friend's face, because he was like in between. Like she was in between us.
Right.
So I kick it. It fucking beams her. And then now we're just
What do you
standing.
do? Just take off running?
No. He was like, what? And like, yeah, I got in trouble. Like we were like 15.
You always do.
Like 15, so the adults, those fucking Republicans. I'm just kidding. I'm just talking shit.
Fucking fascist adults.
Nah, that's cool. But
No, that's what happens.
I
like-
deserve to get in trouble. I just beamed like a 15-year-old girl in the face with a basket. You're
adults
not supposed to. And basketballs are
Tough.
yeah,
Tough.
dude. It's way different than like me kicking a
That's
soccer
like somebody
ball
like socking you in the
and
face,
getting
man.
bit. Dude, it's like getting hit in the face with like a sack of potatoes,
That's
dude.
so fucking funny. Well, y'all, you were telling me had a good.
Oh yeah, we had a great
open
open
mic
mic last night,
Yeah.
man. It
speaking
was
of no segues,
yeah, standing room only.
right?
And when we started, and like they have like you can tell once it starts getting packed because they have tables and stuff.
Right.
And then they'll bust out. They have like 8 or 9 of these folding chairs, and they make it to where it's like once they bust them out, it's like so hard to walk through that place.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I've
but
seen it.
I mean, yet they have to keep up with fire code, so they can only put like 3 here, and they can put 3 here. They can't put them like in rows or anything.
Oh yeah.
So,
Dude,
they go to standing room only.
let's take a break real quick. I feel super fucking unprofessional, but I've got to piss already again.
Damn, dude.
I'm going through it.
And we're back. They
We're
won't
back.
notice we were gone that long.
I know.
806 open mic, I believe, is what we're talking about, dude. So, like I said, packed crowd, and then we have 7 comics lined up, and this is just a normal open mic, which means there's poets, musicians.
Right,
so there's a huge crowd.
Man, I should have went.
Whoever, I forget the name of the guy who opened. They had like a little box, like a drum box, and a guitar, and the
nice.
dude
That's
was
cool.
singing. They fucking lit the place up.
Oh,
Like they
nice.
crushed so hard.
That's hard to follow, huh?
And well, no. So they put up. There was like 4 musicians. It was them and like 3 more musicians, and then the comedy. And every every
nice.
musician just
Killed
did work. And so and then our buddy Tristan Piner shows up. He hadn't been on stage in like 6 months. So he went up and just was hitting it, man.
Yeah.
Like it was because like once you go a while without going on stage, it's extra scary being up there. So
Right.
you're extra in the moment.
Yeah.
So he did well, and I went up right after him. Well, like I'm a story. I do a lot of a lot of story based stuff. It may not be
Right.
long stories, but I'll put like 6 stories together
Right.
and make it like one bit. So when I first started writing, I did a bunch of jokes. I wrote jokes.
Right.
So I was like, "Fuck it, man! I haven't done those in so long." And when I started writing this last time, found myself writing jokes.
Right.
So I took some old shit and I took like just one of the new jokes. I just wanted to see how that one would work.
Okay.
And I wanted to see if this old material would stand up because I haven't done it in like a year and a half.
I dig it.
So I make a little set list, and then I practiced the jokes, but I didn't think about segues. So I did I had eaten full disclosure, my friend had like gave me a pot candy. So I was like
Nice.
out of it, dude. I was so scared.
Yeah. Well,
I was
hey,
freaking the fuck out.
Once the pot candy's gone, there's no crime.
Dude, I was freaking the fuck out. And so like I'm having anxiety attacks, like I'm in a
Oh
bad
my God.
place. I don't
This
want to
is
be
bad.
here. And so I'm up next, you know what I mean?
Oh,
And so
man.
and then that's when it hits me, like I don't have segues. So I came up with this running segue, and I've never done that, which I just kept going like, what do you think? What about this one, 806 audience?
Yeah.
And it just,
Good.
I think because the energy in the room was
Yeah.
already so massive and great that like it just landed.
Right.
And like, dude, I had like one of the funnest sets I've had in probably a year.
Nice.
Like, I mean, that's including out of town gigs. Like, this was like I had so much fun on stage last night.
Nice.
And that's what's
exciting.
crazy is we're about to start in August.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do the plugs
tagged
during
me.
the plug section, but
You tagged me.
yeah.
We might as well. We're talking about this open mics. Let's talk about you've got actually shows and open mics, and it's pretty much like
I got a list of them right here. So August 1st, which is I don't know if you guys know, that's the first day of August. So August
Usually.
1st, usually not every time, but this time for some reason it's gonna be.
as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, it used to not be like that, which everyone thought that was weird. August 1st, Whiskey River. It's an open mic. It's always a good one. They have great drink specials. And then August 8th at the 806 is another open mic. And this is going to be the one I was just talking about with like comics, musicians, poetry. And then August 12th is going to be at Leftwoods. This is a 9
Right.
p.m. show. Josh Cox is coming back through Amarillo. Last time he was here, he crushed the place.
Yeah.
And this one's actually going to be free.
Oh,
Right?
man.
We're
People
gonna,
love free, man.
You just got to drink a lot. That's the deal. You
Yeah.
got to show up. You got to have a few drinks. And then August 15th, we're back at the 806, but this is going to be the first Yellow City Comedy open mic meaning
Oh,
it's
wow.
nothing but comedy.
Nothing but comedy.
And this is the first time the 806 has let us do this, so we really need people to show up,
Right.
have a good time. Again, that one's
I
August
kind of
15th.
want to go do that.
That one's really important. And then August 22nd, we are going to be at the 806 again, which is once again an open mic that is much like it's the poets, musicians, and all that.
Right.
August 23rd, we're going to be back at Leftwoods for a free comedy show featuring local comedians and comics from Lubbock. It's going to be I got Kendall Rodriguez is coming down.
Nice.
This dude's fucking hilarious. I think I got him. I know for sure Joe Cash wants to get on. Dude's
Right.
fire. JJ Howell, that dude is brutal. He's one of
Yeah.
the funniest comics I've ever met. August 15th, we're going to be at Urbana Coffee at 7 p.m. That's going to be just a stand-up show. We'll have a bunch of local comics on that one as well. And then August 31st, we're going to do Tease Bar, which we did last time. This is going to be a $5 cover to get in, but we're going to have a hell of a lineup.
Right.
I'm sure they'll have drink specials. And then there's the way they have that room set up is it's just we can fit so many people. And
Yeah.
you don't have to be in front of the stage if you don't want to because they have a speaker out in the main room. So that one's just $5 to get in, and I think we're doing
Awesome.
that to make sure people, because like the way the main room's set up,
Right.
you can sit out there and hear us, but you can still be loud. So we want people who are trying to be attentive, and that's
Yeah.
the only reason.
Come
we're
out and
doing
pay
the
$5.
That's the only reason we're doing the $5 fee on that one. But yeah, so
Come out and pay $5 so you
that's
can go home.
8 events that you can see in August. Me, Matt Villegas, Colin Robinson are going to be doing a lot of them. You'll have Nikia. Dude, Logan Inman is
August,
fucking,
man.
Yeah, August is going to be crazy.
Comedy month right there.
Yeah, and
I'm excited. This
all
is
of
the
them
end
are
of
being
the
put
summer.
on by Yellow City Comedy.
Nice,
So-
nice. It's exciting.
Other than the 806 open mic. That one's
Right.
been around for like 11
forever.
years.
Okay, well, what else do we got? We got our opening song as always.
It's Beat Bodega out of Austin, Texas.
Yeah, Beat Bodega. You know what? I think I might have shouted out Kat, my wife, like the first one, but we never like she's actually voice of
Of the intro.
the intro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if she's doing that. She's trying to get money out of it, but I don't see why not. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Also, our picture for the what is this? Our episode 8. Episode 8.
I believe so.
Yeah, our picture for episode 8 is out of The Atomic Axe by Brian Guffey. Every time I think he's out at the market on the square out there, whatever they call that. Saturdays and Sundays, I think we said how you never make it because you're at work.
Yeah, well, I have to be at work as it's closing.
Yeah, and
I sleep. I'm
yeah,
that
you
guy.
sleep
I sleep till I have to be there.
and I'm usually hungover. That like it, or I'm just like, man, this bed feels so nice until fucking like it's like 2:00, and I'm like, damn, I should have went. And they close at 3. Like, come on, close at 5.
Right? And also, don't forget that this is a Yellow City Comedy production, man. You guys make sure to go follow Yellow City Comedy on Facebook. You can find it's Yellow City Comedy and Productions on Facebook, Yellow City Comedy on YouTube. You'll be able to find some old stand-up bits from me and Tristan Piner. We're going to upload some new stuff here soon. And you can catch the Weekly Relapse, which is my personal podcast, and Matt Villegas' podcast, Clemente's Corner. Both of those are also Yellow City Comedy Productions.
Yeah. Okay, and if you dig us, or you feel like you must whine about what we've said, find us on Facebook at The Bomb City Talk. Email us at thebombcitytalk@gmail.com. Or if you feel brave, contact us individually on Instagram or Twitter at Meet Stephen Ray and at Funny Guy Sky.
Funny guy, Sky, over here. Chucky Two Sneakers.
You know what?
Chucky Two
Now-
Sneakers.
Now, oh wait, I mean, if you're listening to this, you know how to find us.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to this, you know what? Do we deserve a tip? Do you think this is funny? Did we entertain you?
Is
Give
my
us-
liver exploding inside me currently? We're not sure.
Give us $1. Now you can donate to the betterment of the show at GoFundMe.com/TheBombCityTalk.
Boom.
For reals.
Help us get some new XLR cables
we
so
got
we can actually
$20
have
in there.
guests in here and everything going on.
We got $20 in there.
Hey, shit, dude, we're gonna retire soon, dog.
I know. I feel famous already.
Hey,
Anyways, okay. So what's next? What do we got to talk about? We brought up.
we have a few things that we want to talk about.
Is it Trump? I'm kind of like I brought it up, but I'm not sure if it's even funny. Like, the Trump Star got demolished.
Some guy with a pickaxe.
Yeah, some guy with a pickaxe demolished the Trump Star. He was carrying it in a guitar case.
I think the story lies in the guy, not the fact that he.
Yeah, where's that documentary?
I want to see what that guy's about. Like, where does he work?
Yeah.
Is he like a McDonald's employee, or is he like a fucking CEO of something?
Yeah, is he just like a fucking like just a middle class guy? You know.
What was his name?
Yeah. What was that guy's name? I don't know. Let me look it up. Let me see if we got it.
We can just make assumptions all day once we hear his name.
We can make it up.
We don't have to look up anything on him. We'll just assume by his name.
Yeah, by his name and
complete
by what
judgmental.
he looks like.
Yeah.
Nope. I didn't even save it.
Because he definitely got arrested.
I didn't even save the article.
That's fine.
He definitely got arrested. Well, I would imagine so. Like he was,
destruction, city property.
You can't get away from that. There's a lot of people over there. People saw you.
I saw George Lopez took a piss on the Star, unless someone just edited
Did
that
he?
together. You can't believe anything anymore.
I was gonna say
man.
I don't know if I believe that for real. I think he would pretend, and and edit it, and it would be funny. But I don't
you can't
think
trust anything anymore, man. I whenever I see that stuff on the internet, dude, I have to go, especially if I'm like, that's fucked up or something like that, I have to go, well, I need to make sure it's real before I get any type of emotion tied into this.
Yeah, you have to backstory and everything. You can't. I think we talk about this every week on our shows because we can't assert anything without it being like, well, that's not totally true.
Yeah, well,
Fox News put out an article that said...
Dude, my buddy Mo Alexander, who's a very, very funny comic today, posted this thing. It was like, foxes are known to be sly and, manipulative and stuff like that. So why would you trust a news network named after one? And I was like, damn, Fox News.
Well, honestly, it was
just a fun little punch. I thought it was hilarious.
It's so sad. Some of that stuff, you're like, okay, you just don't understand.
Joe Rogan said it best. One of you fuckers are lying.
Yeah.
Someone's lying. If you're both reporting on the same story and you have vastly different outcomes to that story, someone's lying.
Right, yeah.
And I agree with that. I think they're both lying.
Well, Fox News and CNN aren't too far apart.
Yeah, I think they're both.
That's why you got to diversify your news. If you see
still,
from several different places.
It's still weird that Donald Trump is still calling CNN fake news. You figured that'd been a one-time.
Yeah.
But he did it today. I watched this thing.
But you know what's sad is they call CNN fake news, but CNN has been proven to show more factual news than even Fox News does.
Well, outside of that point, I just think it's funny that he does that. And I saw this thing today, and I just couldn't figure out how to word it. But I was like, it's funny to me that our president talks like a toddler who's learning how to string sentences together. You know what I mean? Because he straight up said, this is the greatest thing that has ever happened. He's talking about our economies. Our economy is at the greatest point it's ever been in all time. And I was like,
it's bad.
It's like you're just learning how to string.
Well, no,
he just says shit.
It's what people understand, bro. It's sad.
No, he just says shit. He just says, dude, okay, it's like he's a professional advertiser. Yeah. He just lies and says it confidently.
Right.
And then nobody they believe him, man. Yeah. It's like if I opened up a pizzeria here in Amarillo and I was like, voted Amarillo's best pizza of all time.
You'd have to deliver.
Nobody. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have to fucking deliver because people are gonna. I'm at least gonna be in business for a little while because they're gonna read it and assume it's true. And then there's gonna be people, even though no one's ever voted on it. I've only been open one day. People are gonna assume it's true, and they're gonna tell their friends, "Dude, it's the best fucking pizza." They're gonna go in there, and they read it. They say it has to be true. They eat this.
It was voted.
I'm
the best
secretly
pizza.
Ordering your order through Domino's and just going and grabbing it and giving it to you.
Send it to you.
And you're like, "Dude, it's the best fucking pizza.
It's the best fucking pizza.
Way better than Domino's. So much better than Domino's.
You pay twice as much."
Yeah.
Shit. I love that. Speaking of paying twice as much, let's take another break.
Are you serious?
Dude, I'm dead fucking
serious. Are you
serious.
serious?
Yeah. Have you ever seen me pee this much?
No, you've pissed 35
it's
times
horrible.
since you've been here.
It's horrible.
And we're back.
Demi Lovato.
To them, we're like, let me pee. And we're back.
Right. Yeah. It adds, I don't know. It adds. People still listen to
We were gone for 4 hours, son. You have no idea.
We went. No, yeah.
We went fishing. I'm just kidding.
We went fishing.
Mr. Fisherman.
Yeah. From what I've heard, like people just like to listen to us because we bullshit like this.
Demi Lovato.
Oh yeah.
What's
yeah.
going on with that? I
Well,
saw a horrible picture. Was that her?
I don't know.
I didn't look it up
I didn't
right
see
now.
a bad picture.
They probably just took her. I
I've
don't know
never
what she
seen
looks
a
like.
bad picture of Demi Lovato.
I don't know what she looks like.
She's pretty hot. You should look her up. I don't know. I really like her.
I feel like I'm missing out because I don't give a shit about
Like
pop culture.
I'm not really a fan either.
But
like,
I see it as like because people give so much shits about it that I'm
Yeah.
like, you're brainwashed, dude.
you know, I think that's the problem that I have is like I'm in this echo chamber of news. So they're like, oh, fucking Anthony Bourdain killed himself. Top page for Steven Rosas.
See, I don't.
Oh, Demi Lovato fucking almost overdosed on heroin. Top page for
I
Steven
learned
Rosas.
about most celebrity deaths or overdose from either text messages
Yeah.
or podcasts.
Right.
If my girlfriend thinks I like the person, she'll text me.
Yeah.
Or otherwise it's a podcast or it's like Facebook. But then when I see him on Facebook, I go bullshit. In my head, I go, that's bullshit.
Well, I didn't know. This came across my feed as BBC News, which,
Well, yeah, you have to look
anybody
at the source.
can be like, oh, the fake news,
Dude,
fake news.
BBC is definitely fake.
BBC has nothing to lie about America for. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, maybe some corporate.
Especially on Demi Lovato's
Yeah, some
overdose.
corporate shit. Like I follow BBC News because they usually tell it how it is, and they do not like Donald Trump. But whatever. Demi Lovato in Los Angeles hospital for suspected overdose. Pop singer Demi Lovato is being treated in a Los Angeles hospital after a suspected overdose. And this was early in the morning when I saved this. So I mean, much news has come out, and they're like, "Oh, yep, it was definitely heroin, and it was definitely an overdose, or almost overdose. You know, when you overdose, you die."
I don't think is that true.
I
don't
feel
know.
like you over.
I feel like overdose is like
maybe not.
I think
yeah,
you
yeah.
die from the.
I retract that
I think you
statement.
die from like the symptoms of overdosing. Does that make sense? I don't know how to. I'm not a doctor.
Well,
But I
mean,
feel like
I
it's
mean,
not
like,
I think it's like maybe the
if
throwing
you die
up.
from an overdose of like cocaine, it's because like your heart's pumping
I'm going
so
off
fast.
of Breaking Bad. I'm going off of
Well, yeah,
Jesse's
I mean, like
girlfriend.
symptoms,
I'm
like
going off
anything
Jesse's
with symptoms, like yeah, you can say, well, he didn't necessarily die from the stabbing; he died from all the blood loss.
Yeah. See, you don't die from getting shot. Sometimes you do.
Yeah. So everybody needs to just stop talking bad about these drugs.
Yeah, dude. It's not the drugs'
It
fault.
wasn't the drugs' fault.
Handle your vomit, son. I'm just kidding.
Roll her over. You got to roll them over when
I
they
gotta
start
start
puking.
thinking before I talk. Go ahead.
No, it's
Demi
fine.
Lovato's fine.
It's fine. It says a 25-year-old, 25 years old. Like she's creeping up on that
Damn.
27. She's creeping up
Is
on
she-
that 27, son.
But is she great?
I don't know. We'll see where she's at 27.
What if
I
you
feel
die
like
at 27 and
I
you're
feel
not
like-
great?
I
Like
feel
you're
like
just like, meh.
people are gonna hate our guts, but I feel like after you overdose, like that's when your best shit comes out. And then,
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
kinda
And
true.
then she does an Amy Winehouse or a Kurt Cobain. Like that's what I'm saying. Like these next 2
You
years.
think her girlfriend's gonna kill her?
Yeah, that's
what I believe.
That's another story we
Kurt
need to get
Cobain,
into.
man.
Let me read up on that because like I'm into it. Like I've had several people like bring that up
What's
to me.
that?
Like, you
What's
know
that? What's that Bleach docu show? Soaked in Bleach.
Yeah, I need to watch that and then we'll talk about it.
Let's talk
Anyway,
about it
so-
now. Let's just make up our own theories. I'm just kidding.
What shit?
It's
You
my
know,
favorite thing to do is just
it sounds
speculate.
very plausible.
'Cause that's what the internet does. They just make up their own theories. I
yeah.
make up my own theories.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's what puts you on the
Pizzas
map.
from outer space. That's why it's so badass.
Duh.
Space Force.
Space Force. Space Force.
Yeah, dude. Like Papa John's is gonna be the first like outlet store in space. Like first like you can. Oh, dude, we got a Papa John's.
No.
No, you're right. He said the N word. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be Pizza Hut.
No, fuck that. Like everybody was like, you know what? His pizza was trash before like this. If anything, like him saying the N word put him on the map.
Honestly,
You know what I mean?
I've
Like-
worked for Papa John's, and you're right. The pizza's not that good.
Pizza's garbage.
There's some good pizza.
Domino's is coming back.
I like Domino's.
Domino's
I've been
pizza is
feeling
off
the
the
Domino's,
hook.
dude. I've been.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, because they like when I like thin crust, and they automatically Chicago cut that motherfucker.
It's fucking delicious.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
Demi Lovato overdosing.
Have I been calling her Demi Moore this whole time?
Demi Moore? I hope not.
I probably have.
If anything, Demi Moore
I don't even know who
overdosed
that
a
is.
long time ago. Like
I don't even know who that is.
Demi
She old?
Moore?
Yeah.
You know what fucking Demi Moore
I
is?
know the name. I clearly know the name
shit.
if I'm saying it. I know it means something.
Pop culture segment, and you don't know who Demi Moore is.
I don't know. I just admitted earlier I'm bad at pop culture. I used to be on a radio show called Real Talk News. It was 100% about pop culture, and they fired me.
That's funny. Were they paying you?
No, but they
You
just...
got fired, and you weren't even getting paid.
And we were doing it at my studio.
That's rough.
Dude.
They were like, "We're out."
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That is funny.
I was like, dude, the whole time I knew I didn't belong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you usually do.
I was just like, nah, man. Like, I knew I wasn't supposed to be here, but I was like, I have the equipment, so I understand why we're all at my house right now.
Yeah, you're using me, you sons of bitches.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. I
Always.
learned a lot about pop culture, but like they'd always talk about people that they saw as like they liked them and I didn't.
Yeah. You know what? I imagine like I listen to what is it, Kid Craddock in the morning. They're really good. Like
Didn't
they're,
Kid pass away?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh, yeah,
like 3 years
Probably
ago.
longer
maybe.
than that, dude.
Yeah.
Probably like 7 years ago.
It was sad. Like my wife cried.
Yeah.
You know, it
We used to
was-
listen to him like every day on the way to school.
Yeah, people were sad. It was sudden, is what it was. It just wasn't like oh, kid like has a bad heart and he's dying.
Was it a
and
car wreck?
No, he was playing golf.
Oh shit.
He was playing golf and fucking died of like a heart
Dog, I can't wait to be at a status where I just go play golf sometimes. Where I'm like, is it a Wednesday? I'm gonna
go
play golf.
Yeah, what
Why?
the
Because I got money.
right.
That's pretty much
Dude,
it.
I look at Instagram and I'm like, you
I
dumb.
bought
like,
some fun
you
pants.
bitches. Like
Bought
I've been.
some really fun pants.
I bought some fun pants.
I got souped up my golf cart this week. Can't wait to go out there and race motherfuckers.
Yeah, you've got like golf cart money. First of all,
Yeah, dude.
And then-
You know what kind of money golf cart money is?
dude, I do know.
That's
'Cause,
like fuck you money.
I'm trying to get in a golf cart, bro.
Yeah, that's fuck you money,
Yeah,
dude.
I know what
So
kind
just
of
go.
money.
I'm gonna go buy a golf cart today.
Yeah,
That's
I need a golf cart for
You got
something.
nothing else, dude. If you like, I can't imagine being at the point to where your bills are just covered already. Like you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So like, just that feeling of no matter what, my bills are covered. That's
Yeah.
fucking. I
I
can't
thought
imagine.
about I
For
thought
like
about
a year
it today.
straight.
I thought about it today, and I was thinking like I hope like I'm the kind of guy like because I feel like purging a lot, and I said like I wanna be the type of guy like buys shit. And then like purges old shit and like gives it away, like you know, like Rob Dyrdek, you saw that shit, you know, with him and Big Black when they used to go out in the streets and like give out like clothes and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like I want to be able to like purge, you know what I mean? Like when you get to like $1 billion,
That's what-
like, isn't that too much?
Speaking of like I don't know, are we done with Demi Lovato? Do we got more on that?
No, I feel
'Cause
like I thought we did, but like I feel I don't have really much to say about that. Like there
It's
was,
sad. To
It-
be
it's
honest,
sad.
I'll make all the jokes in the world. It's fucking sad.
it's sad, you
I've-
know. I wanted to bring up the issue, like people. I think I don't know if it's a race thing, if they're bringing up race, but it was a couple of black stars that we saw, and it was like Whitney Houston and Lamar Odom, you know, and they're like, oh, well, they're crackheads and this and that and this and that, and like.
I feel like it was also a different time, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking on it. and
Time
I'm
has
like-
changed
I'm like, well,
dramatically over the last 4 years.
Well, that and like Demi Lovato is like right in the middle of her prime. You know what I mean? And she's like overdosing. I feel like Lamar Odom and Whitney Houston were like, you know, this is what I want to do now is do crack. You know, you know
no
what I
one's
mean?
talking
and so, like,
about. There's a fuck. What's his name?
and I
There's
feel like
this-
when she was suspected overdose, I think Bobby Brown killed Whitney and her daughter, but that's another thing too. But
See, I don't know enough about that.
yeah, but
I was gonna go into the purging thing as well because Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah, we can bring that up. Yeah,
Because even before I think he got jumped and kidnapped.
yeah,
They took all of his money. Like, they took like $20,000 and like
Right.
$750,000 in
Right.
jewelry. He would go to like underprivileged neighborhoods in New York
Right.
and hand out $100 bills to the kids.
right,
And I saw another video of him doing that here recently. And then he's donating a percentage of his sales of his new song with Nicki Minaj
right.
to help. And like he was like, after the other night, I realized not every day's promised. So I don't know if he's gonna try to change his act up, or if it's just like a little stunt. And then like one of my buddies pointed out, he's like, what if he hired one of his homies, fucking rough him up a little
Yeah.
bit? They get a story going, and then that allows him to fucking not be the person he's been in the media, and he can change it.
Well, you know, I feel like that Tekashi 6ix9ine, like he has that shit.
I'll give him this, dude. I'll give him this. He knows how to work the internet, man.
Well,
Like,
you know what?
I
That's
follow
what's
him.
important.
I follow him on Instagram.
Nowadays, that's important. Like they're now you don't get famous by going to Hollywood, and you know what I mean. You get famous by making your videos and putting your videos
David
on, shit like
Spade last night on one of the late night programs I was watching was talking about how because it was the British dude that does like the singing in the car. I forget his name. David Spade was telling him, he was like, yeah, he's like I think it was David Spade. It may have not been David Spade.
Right.
Anyway, I was watching somebody tell somebody. It was the dude from Simon. It was Simon, the dude from like Paul and like the zombie movie that's funny, the little British. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
God damn, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, he's talking about how he worked on the new Tom Cruise movie, the Mission Impossible or whatever.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, my daughter. When I'm on the road, how we'll meet up in Minecraft. That's how we hang out.
Right.
We build houses. Like,
Oh,
it's
nice,
like
cool.
we get to hang out. He's like, but that's the thing though. He's like, I can introduce her to Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, and then they're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's like, I introduced her to a YouTube
Oh
star.
my God, yeah.
That fucking blows her mind.
Which is probably super easy for him. He's like, oh, you want to meet a YouTube star? I can
Yeah.
do that because they're excited to meet me. They're old enough now. They're excited to meet me. I can make that shit
yeah,
happen.
but like, it's crazy that what you were saying. You blow up off social media and stuff like that. Like I think it's easier, maybe not easier, but it's probably more lucrative for you to try to become a YouTuber and then maybe try to transition that into acting.
Well, you know, back in the day, they were talking about, you know, actors that would sleep in their cars, and you know, they went to, and which
With the internet, dude, you don't have to. You can work a day job and then come home and make
that's the
YouTube
thing is,
videos.
like I know a third, you know, through a third person. I know somebody that knows somebody that's like, you know, in Hollywood doing commercials and stuff like that, and she's a nanny, and she's always like putting in applications for auditions, you know, and so she's like she's doing work.
Yeah.
But she also knows like she's got to keep up her Instagram, you know, and her Facebook and stuff like that, because that's how you get famous now. Like, how many followers do you have?
I know that's the shitty part. Is I want more followers, but I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know how to make it. First off, I don't want to lie to anybody,
Right.
so I don't want to make my life seem more interesting than it is.
Right.
Which is, I mean, I kind of have to.
But your life, you know,
But to do it every day, I can do it when I'm at a show. I don't mind, you know, taking a photo at a show. And I'm bad about that. When I'm in the moment, like if I'm at a show, my phone doesn't come out of my pocket, man. I don't think about it.
I understand that too.
Like, I don't think about
When
it.
I went to go watch the show, I didn't bring my phone. I just because it's you know, you're interested in what's going on.
Well, I have my phone in my pocket,
Yeah.
and like I don't think about, okay, my buddy's on stage, snap a photo,
Yeah.
post it, like get it on Instagram, and I think about it. I do way too much promotion for my podcast. That's all I do is promotion for my podcast. It seems like my buddy pointed it out. He's like, I like your Instagram, but he's like, it's like an ad. He's like,
Yeah.
every time I go through your story, it's like another ad popped up.
I know. Well,
And so I was like,
that's all
shit.
you see.
Yeah, so I
It's
was like, fuck, I
that's
gotta
the only time you think about it.
Yeah, so I got to stop doing that, and I gotta incorporate
Yeah.
more of my day-to-day life, which means the internet's gonna see a lot
Well,
more of my fucking dogs.
You know, and we'll do a little bit of like social media tip here. Like I told you, you know, you have to do one that's like your dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something funny, something about your life. Then you have to do one that's, you know, like your art. You know, you're not advertising. You're just going on there. Maybe even if you make a meme or something like that. And then you have one that's
At the end of it,
That's your ad,
advertising. But
you
see,
know
I
what I
always
mean?
do my ad first.
or do it in the morning, you know, because sometimes that shows up later on in the day. Like you just got to pop it in there in a different in three. So I
fully understand that, but it's I don't think about it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Gotta make yourself, man.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
I put alarms, bro. I've got alarms. I got shit. Like back when I had my moving business and I was like trying to drum up actual business all the time, bro. I had alarms on my phone to pop on there, post something like with me in the shirt, me doing work out there, something like that. And I think anybody else's life is interesting to somebody. You know what I mean?
Right. I I don't know. I gotta hop on it, man. I gotta figure it out. But it's one of the things. It's fun. It's kind of fun to learn. Like it was fun to learn to do comedy. It was fun to learn how to book shows. It was fun to learn to set up a open mic and
it's fucking learning.
It's gotta keep doing it, man.
Learning curve. We were talking about Tekashi. I don't know. Like,
I just think it's crazy. Like that was my whole point on it was I hope it wasn't that he just set up his buddies to do it, and I also hope he didn't just get kidnapped. So I'm like on the fence here. I don't know what to.
That's how I am. Like I don't
like
know
both
what
outcomes
to
are bad.
Yeah, I'll probably like lean on my bias because I just don't like the dude. Like I think somebody that makes those.
I think both of them are very viable options. I think it would have been hard to kidnap that motherfucker.
I think I have an opinion.
There's a huge group of people out there who wanted to.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's the thing is like, you know, you're giving away all this money, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, what makes you somebody that people want to fucking kidnap?
And that's what's crazy. What I mean? Like, I don't like Tekashi 6ix9ine, but dog, I follow him on Instagram because like I'll give him this. Dude's funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Matt told me to follow 50 Cent. That dude's fucking hilarious on Instagram.
I follow 50 Cent.
Dude's
ludicrous.
Yeah. There's so many like just funny celebrities out there, man.
There are.
I don't think I follow any YouTubers. I should maybe jump. Do they probably have Instagrams?
Dude, if you're not into that, like
I guess I don't know any of them. I just know like
I know some
the
that
big gamers.
Yeah, I know some that my son wants to like there's like shit. I can't even remember their names right now.
The only one I can say is the Logan Paul guy because he got in trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the only one I confidently know the name of. It's an age thing, dude.
Yeah, it is an age thing. I'm not into YouTubers.
Yeah, it's like whenever like you were trying to play video games and your dad was like working on the car. That was like that was his fun.
Right.
That was like he was having fun.
Yeah, now you're like, why don't I know anything about cars?
Yeah, you're like, why the fuck are they watching YouTube when they could be playing video games? You know what I mean? Like, we just took that with us.
Yeah. And now you can do that for money.
Yeah. And dude, it's like mad money if you're good. You can get a lot of money if you're good.
Money. Let's you know what? Let's end on some good music. Some good music. I've been like, you know what? Our apologies on last week. Yeah, that beat, you know, it was all right. You can tell people did work.
We gave a 10-second listen before we decided to play it on the air, and that was our fault.
We didn't, you know, it wasn't my jam. You know, if you liked it, hit us up.
And we'll tell you where to find them.
Yeah. If not, like, we're going to play some Echo.
Echo. But what we're going to do is I'm not going to play the song that you need to go vote for because it relies a lot on the video, and I've been playing it a lot lately.
Well, so let me do the quote. You tell them what this song is. You tell them what and then the rest of the thing, and jam us out. Do the thing we fear, and death of fear is certain. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson.
I love the name Waldo. I gotta tell you, I'm a fan of that.
Fan
of that. All right, so this is Echo. This is gonna be the first song that I ever heard by him. This is called Free Verse 2. He put out Free Verse 1 during the first One Take contest, which is what I'm telling you guys you need to go vote for. This is another One Take contest. His new one for the One Take contest, I'm not going to play. I promise it's definitely worth watching. Just go to YouTube, check out EKOH, watch the video, then go to onetakecontest.com. Make sure to vote for Echo. Get him the win. It is such an incredible video, guys. Make sure to go check it out. But what I'm going to play for you is Echo Free Verse 2. First video I ever saw from Echo. This is what made me fall in love with him. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's a hell of a jam.
Y'all wanted another one, so I'm back with another one. Y'all ready? Here we go. Yeah. Everybody want fame, don't nobody want change. Trying to take over the game, but you don't know. I've been writing a couple days, I don't have nothing to say, and I feel like I'm falling off, sick and solo. Know the rappers wanna talk that shit now and use the words in comment sections like a pissed out. Homie, I don't even have a minute to sit down and let alone listen to the garbage that you're spitting out. No more hot 16s now, like I don't know. It sounds more like 8 bars of auto-tune. That shit is played like Crystal, you know the deal. No one knows how to react when you're just being real. No gimmick, I finish with no limits. Talk, but you never snap back like I fitted. I don't have a record label trying to get in. Judging by what they've been signing, I don't wanna be considered now. I know this is only an industry built for the ego and money like if you got heart they don't hear it, just keep it on Facebook and out of sight. You see, I just wanna write and speak my truth, and they don't know what it's like for me and you, Gotta do this every day, hygiene. Start a stadium at home, my dreams. Got a mask up on your face and depending on what the day is, you could be another deer up in those high beams, right? Trying to fight the feeling to quit, like a 12-pack of Bud Light and cigarettes. Now the new school kids gonna say it's lit. I'm addicted to chewing beats like it's Nicorette. Now isn't this great? The shit is one-sided like Donald's debate. Drop a fat track even if it is late. Like a newborn child, I'm worth the wait, Find that I'm way more comfortable alone. Now that's when I make my art and go back home. Tripping, but they said be like more McCartney and Lennon and let it be. I am Jon Snow and I'm watching. I love my best friends become enemies. They left me for dead, but I'm back for revenge. No pride, just ill will. Got up for the script like I'm Tarantino with another sequel to Kill Bill. Now I've been sober for a minute, now I'm starting to worry. I got a buzz so big, I might be pissing dirty. I call my sponsor just hoping that he can reassure me. I'm yelling in the mix, but I don't think you really heard me. Nerd shit, on me flipping his hip hop. A wordsmith, he don't give a fuck if he shit's hot. I'm Will Smith, I am legend, the only one that's got vision with an aim that's the same as Deadshot. Hey, trying to open hearts, and when I rap about home, call it local bars. I give a song away free, you can hold the charge. No lightning ports, you gotta just hold the charge. It's dope if you try it, it's getting you higher than 21 pilots. And after I write this, I'm holding a lighter up to this whole scene to ignite it. See, I am not Hobson, a token of Macklemore, the next internet sensation rapper or MGK, so what are you attacking for? Going back and forth, yeah, I am my mother's son, sometimes I come undone. My girl believes in my music more than I do, and I know she is not the only one. Got me feeling like Obi-Wan, the only one who's gotta be standing here with a smoking gun. And I don't really need another reason to pop. I gotta drop another track for these people to cop. And I gotta watch what I was saying, cause believe it or not, everyone wants to see you failing up in jail without bail a shot. No gangster rap shit, I'm not a gangster, I don't fucking act it. These record labels got sketchy tactics, all these rappers just fucking actors. I know this is only an industry built for the ego and money like. If you got heart, they don't hear it, just keep it on Facebook and out of sight. You see, I just wanna write and speak my truth. And they don't know what it's like for me and you. Free verse 2.